Good morning, heroes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your goals to the next level. Now, you probably already have goals and you may even be writing them down every day, but I guarantee they're probably weak. And so I'm going to show you how to really strengthen those goals and add a sense of urgency to them to give yourself a better chance of actually hitting them. And it's all really based off this concept of an affirmation. Now, if you're familiar with an affirmation, it's really just a statement or a mantra that you repeat over and over, and you're trying to train your subconscious. Now, you know your subconscious is the driving force behind all of your decisions, all of your behaviors. It's 90 to 95% of the behaviors that you embody, the way you do, think, and act is all driven by your subconscious mind, not your actual conscious mind. And so if you can train your subconscious, that's where you really see the benefits of trying to get this new behavior. So if you might see people who are trying to smoke. They constantly repeat to themselves, I'm not a smoker, I'm not a smoker, I'm not a smoker. And what they're doing is they're trying to train their subconscious, because once their subconscious is bought into that, then that actually drives their behavior. Then they lose their cravings for smoking. And so this concept of affirmation is pretty powerful. Now, you can train your brain to get really obsessed over your goals, the same way you can train your brain to do embody a new habit or a new behavior. You can train it to get really obsessed over a new goal that you're trying to achieve. And I'm going to show you exactly how you do that, and by creating this goal affirmation statement. And I like to break my statements down into three distinct parts, and I'll show you the format right here. The first part is an I will statement. It's what is it that you want to accomplish? What is this thing that you're going to that you're pursuing? What is this thing that you will achieve? Use strong language. I will make $100,000 this year. I will gain 100 new clients. I will lose 20 pounds. Make it a very strong I will statement, and then simply state the goal. So the first one is just stating the goal. And make sure your goal is quantifiable, that there's a number in it, because that's how you can really measure your progress. Now, I know you can't quantify every goal. There's some goals that, I will, increase the love in my family and my relationship. That you can't really quantify. So I realize not every goal is quantifiable. For the most part, though, if it's an income goal or a weight loss goal or something like that, you want to actually make sure there's a number in it. Don't just say, I will grow my income this year. Say, I will grow my income by 200%. I will sell 12 transactions this year. Quantify it, and that way you can constantly measure your progress towards that goal. So the first thing is you want to just write the goal. What will you achieve? Now, the second part is where we really level it up. And this is the why. I call it the because statement. Now, a lot of people have a goal and they just say it and they leave it there. But imagine like your subconscious is like a different person. It's actually separate of you. And you need to convince it to do something. And so just like if someone walked up to you on the street and was like, hey, go over there. Like, what's the first thing you're going to say? Why? Why am I going over there? Like, you need to convince me why I need to go over there. Now, if I just walk up to you and said, hey, go over there because they have free donuts, then you're like, okay, yeah, let's go. I'm going, right? The moment you add the why, that's the emotional attachment to what you're asking them to do. Now, our subconscious is the same way. We need to give it why. Why are we doing this thing? And the moment you give it the why, now you start to convince it. Now you get it bought into what you're trying to achieve. So I will, increase my income by $100,000 this year because it'll allow us to buy a house. You see how strong that is now? I went from, I will grow my income this year to, I will grow my income because it's going to provide a better lifestyle for my family. Boom. Boom. Now your subconscious is, all right, let's do it. Let's go. Right? So the why is very important. So the I will because. Why are you doing it? Now the third part is, I call it the critical action. It's the, what do you have to do to get there? It's the instructions. So the first two parts is just convincing your subconscious of what we're doing and why we're doing it. Now the third part is it needs clear instructions on how to get there. This is the why, this is the what, this is the why, this is the how. And arguably it's probably the most important part. how are you going to do it? And you have to really train your subconscious on what it has to do every day. And so the critical action is simply, what is the one action that if you do it repeatedly, it'll have the biggest impact towards you hitting that goal. So if I will grow my clients by I will gain 12 new clients this year because it'll provide a better lifestyle for my family. Today I will make 25 cold calls. The critical action is, what is the one thing that'll have the biggest impact towards you hitting that goal? And so when you write that, like, now the subconscious knows what it's trying to do, it knows why it's so important, and it knows how it's going to achieve it. Once you write that, now all you do is you kind of just sit. You just sit and marinate on it for about 2 to 3 minutes. And I do this every day. I write, and I have a goal affirmation for each one of my goals. And so I'll write the goal affirmation. I have I'll give you an example. This is my finance goal, or my business, my professional goal is, I will grow Morning Hero membership by 100 members this year because it'll allow my wife to quit her job and we can afford the lifestyle of our dreams. Today, I will reach out to 25 people to talk about membership. So this is my prospecting, if you will. It's my outreach. Today, I will prospect relentlessly. And the moment I write that, I just sit. And then I start visualizing that whole thing play out. I visualize what I'm trying to achieve, why I'm trying to achieve, and then I visualize what I'm doing today that's going to achieve it. Then the power of that is, now it's like a brainstorm. So now my brain is firing. It's like, okay, call John. And then I start coming up with my to-do list. Call John. Send Susan a response to go speak in their event. Do this and do this. And so the minute I'm just sitting there marinating, and then this rush of ideas and things that I need to get done and things that's going to push that goal forward, and I just start writing it all down. And now essentially I start coming up with my game plan. And again, just do that for about 2 to 3 minutes, then I move on and I do the next goal. I will lose 10 pounds this year because I'll look sexy and fine. Today, I will go for a 3-mile run. And then I sit there for 2 to 3 minutes after I write that statement. And then I'm visualizing this 3-mile run. I'm visualizing the route that I'm going to take. I'm visualizing the salad that I'm going to have for lunch. And just, open my eyes, and now I'm excited. I'm amped up, I'm jazzed up, and I'm ready to tackle that goal for the day. And so this is a really powerful process. Over time, you're gonna turn into a robot. You're just gonna be so obsessed over these goals that you have there's no option other than to achieve them. So I hope this helps you. If you want to walk through this process, this whole process is outlined in the Morning Hero Journal. And this is, all the Morning Hero members get a Morning Hero Journal. And every day there's a spot where you write your goal affirmations, and then you kind of start coming up with your game plan for the day. So this is how the most effective way for you to kind of get obsessed over your goals on a daily basis, and helps you be super productive and jazzed up about them. So this is the Morning Hero Journal. And again, you can go to themorninghero.com and you can see what it's like to become a Morning Hero member, where we do this process on a daily basis. All right, heroes, go out there and save the world. It's your turn now. Go make it happen.